What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Stump, and welcome back to Rank 101, turning noobs to pros since 2020. Today's Rank 101 brings us Moreno. He's a gold 1, and today's game brings us to Canals. The original video I watched was from Bureau, but I can't seem to find it anymore, which is weird. If you're gonna post, leave it, because I want to watch it. I'm gonna watch all of them, okay? I promise. But if you want to be the next Rank 101, then check out my Discord server linked in the description and check out the Rank 101 channels. Make sure you follow all the rules because I did change a little, just slightly, little change to the rules. When you're posting the link to the Rank 101 submissions, make sure you ask a question that is specific to the game that you just posted. And I don't want any general questions like how to get better at critical ops, how to get better aim, etc. Make it unique to you. So that way, instead of me going into these games and just giving you tips for everything, we can instead focus on one thing and base the video off of that. Make sense? Okay. And Moreno, bless his heart, he was ahead of the curve, and he was there when I decided to change the rules, and he's got 3 questions instead of just 1. So his questions are, should I lower my sense and play slower? Should I play more selfishly? And given my aggression, what would my bias and saves look like? Now, while there are different questions, they all revolve around the same thing. How should I play? Should my playstyle be? Should I play aggressive or should I play more passively? And the answer is yes. You gotta play both. As you can see here, this round, he plays a little too aggressively, ends up getting caught in the smoke here, and ends up getting taken out by this player on B site. A little too aggressive. Really didn't need to push like that. If you could have pushed all the way through and then taken care of that guy, but that still didn't work out quite well for you there, did it? It's not just about knowing how to play more passive or more aggressive. It's about knowing when to play more passive and more aggressive. And it depends on 3 different things. Which side you're on, what position you're playing, and what information you have. So in order to play passively and aggressively, you need to have a sensitivity that reflects both playstyles. If you have a sensitivity that's too low and you're in close quarters combat, you're probably gonna die. And if you're holding an angle with a high sensitivity and a player swings you, you're probably gonna miss, and you're probably gonna die. The ideal sensitivity for playing both passive and aggressive is a happy medium sensitivity. The recommended sensitivity that I would give you guys is anywhere between 3 and 7. Honestly, 7's pushing it, but it's pretty generous. And to know if your sensitivity is too high or too low, you could go into the training grounds right here, start aiming at this guy, and just do this. This is all you gotta do. Slowly aim to your target of choice, hold for 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, and you just got to go back and forth. If it feels like you have to stretch your thumb or whatever finger you aim with all the way across the screen just to be able to aim back and forth like this, then I would turn your sensitivity up. If it feels like you're having trouble, like you're constantly overshooting, then I was just turning it down. And the way you can find your sensitivity is you start low, and then you just do this little practice thing here. Let's say you start at like a 3 sensitivity. I'll do it with you guys. So let's say, so to find your sensitivity, you're going to start at 3 sensitivity, and then you're going to just do this. And for me, I'm more used to 4 sensitivity, so yeah, this is going to be a little tough for me. And once you finish with your sensitivity of 3, then you're going to change it to a sensitivity of 7. And then you're going to do the exact same thing again. Holy shit, this is terrible. I could use gyro for this. This is crazy. Yeah, see, the back and forth that I'm having right now, that's kind of what you'd have if you have a sensitivity that's too high. And then once you're done with 7, then you're going to go down to 4, and then you're going to go back up to 6, and then you're going to go and end with 5. And if 5 still feels too fast, then you can set it down to between 4 and 5. Or if 5 feels too slow, you can set it between 5 and 6. I'm going to switch my sensitivity back before I forget and go into another game. Now, setting your sensitivity is one thing. Knowing when to play passive and when to play aggressive is different. And it all depends on which side you're on. If you're on the coalition, you're going to be more inherently passive because you're setting up the bomb sites to prevent the breach from taking them. You know, something like this, like that. Something like this. You'll be holding a nice little passive angle here. And being on the breach, you're going to be more inherently aggressive because you're the ones who are going to be pushing onto the bomb site, making plays, getting opening frags, getting opening kills,
Incendiary out!
and doing all that sort of stuff. Because you have to be the ones to initiate the gunfights. Now, while the Coalition is inherently more passive and the Breach is inherently more aggressive, you don't have to be. And it all depends on what position you're playing. So, let's say I'm on the Breach and I want to play a mid. Alright? So, I'm coming here. I'm going to throw this smoke. This is how I will get into a mid. They would probably flash it. It's fine. They're not going to know that I'm coming up in here. I'm going to play this spot right here. And I'm just going to hold this, making sure I'm not getting flanked and no one's trying to push through the smoke sneakily, like taking them out, making sure that I hold this area down. Because I want A mid control, because this gives me the ability to push into B site if they're stacking A site. So I'm on the Breach, and I'm playing a more passive role here. I'm holding down an area that I need to hold to be able to let my team either get into A site or be able to take out players trying to rotate into A site. Another example will be on the Coalition. If you go B site and you set up your utility like you should, and then you notice, oh, the enemy team's going A site. I should probably wrap around, get map control, and be able to take them out from behind. Or you can take this angle here, push out from behind like this. Make sure you clear your angles, of course. You also take over here. But yeah, I'm on the Coalition, and I'm playing more aggressively. I'm getting map control to be able to flank the Breach that is stuck being held on A site. And the only reason I am able to do this is because I have information regarding the positions of the Breach. So your question of, should I play more selfishly? Yes, absolutely. You are not responsible for your teammates' positions or their actions. Any information you gather needs to come from you or from other sources. And those other sources being auditory and visual cues. Your biggest visual cue is going to be your minimap. And the way you have your minimap set up right now, it's not good. The way you want your minimap set up is exactly how I have it in the top left here. But essentially, you want your minimap radius to be able to encompass as much of the map as you can, so that way you know exactly where any other players are going to be at on the map. And you can pretty much fit every diffuse map on the minimap with a minimap radius of 70. Most of them, not all of them. Legacy, no, not Legacy. Legacy is way too long for that. Yeah, minimap radius of 70 and scale at 60. That's very good. Also, did I mention that I'm recording the 1.50 beta? Yeah, that's why I have a dot for a crosshair. And it's not just the minimap you want to worry about. It is also the tracers coming from your opponent's weapons, and it's also the utility that you see being thrown around you. Like that. That means you know there's a player right there. And I don't know what you're doing here aiming-wise. You're just aiming in the stratosphere. You also need to know auditory cues as well, which right here, you can hear him reloading. You hear him reloading the shotgun, you push in, you get the headshot. That's good. It's good aggression.
Suck on this.
Being able to understand the sound cues and being able to listen for them will give you an idea of what you need to do in that situation. Like if you hear them reloading, or you hear how many shots they just fired, that'll give you an idea what you need to do. Like that right there, you should have just retreated and reloaded. Instead of peeking out with your pistol right here, you should have retreated and reloaded, so that way you had more of a chance to fight as well. Did you have any nades as well? You didn't. So if you wanted to play more aggressive, you would have waited for him to stop shooting so he could reload. Then you push out, take map control, and go in like that. And then your last question, what should your buys and saves look like? If you're gonna buy, don't buy an SMG. SMGs suck. The MP7 is an okay choice.
Flash out.
You're the pushing in cafe right now. That sound cue right there.
Flash out.
You drop your pistol instead of the SMG. What you need to do is you need to think about what you're going to do that round. If you're going to push B site, then you're going to buy the necessary utility to be able to get onto B site and also be able to take out players on B site. If you can't, then you should probably save. Or, better yet, go deagle and armor. That's what everyone else does. The minimum amount of money you need to buy full armor and an AK-47 for the breach is $3,300. Right now you got $2,500. Obviously, that's only enough for an AK. So if you go in with just an AK, you're going to get one tap with the P250. And the minimum amount of money to buy an M4 and full armor for the Coalition is $3,100. So if you have less of that, then you could probably either go full eco, or you could buy armor with an MR96, Deagle, or hell, even TRG-22 works. So your current skill level right now, I personally would rather you go full eco than buy anything, as this will get you into the weapons that don't require as much skill. Like a Deagle needs to hit headshots, MR96 needs to hit headshots, TRG-22 needs to hit headshots, which is why I've been saying, go eco. Don't buy armor and Deagle unless you're like high diamond, low master. That's when you can start doing it. Your crosshair right here is way too high. Flashbang's bad. You gotta work on utilities, man. Utilities have so much value in this game. Nobody knows how to use them. I've been trying to show you guys how to use them. So to recap, you need to be able to know how to play aggressive and passive, as well as knowing when to play passively and aggressively. And to be able to know when to do that is to know what side you're on, what position you're playing, and also the information you have. That's crazy. That is an actually insane play. How he didn't manage to kill you is crazy. And that's it for this Rank 101 video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all learned something today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Discord server if you want to participate in the next Rank 101 video. And as always, stay safe. Bye-bye.